everyone, welcome to another live card class. I've missed last week and I can't remember if I missed the one before as well, but we're back and hopefully we're going to be back in our regular time slot again. So hello to everyone who is coming in. I'm a couple of minutes late. I found a thing on my iPhone that I think has flipped me around so that I'm the right way. So once we get someone in and can say hello to me, I'm going to hold something up and see whether it's the right way or not. I feel like I'm in the wrong seating though because my camera's all over the place. So if you're in, just say hello and I'm going to hold something up to see whether you... Good morning, Fiona. Okay, Fiona, can I get you to test something for me? Because I'm just waiting for my laptop to catch up with me. Good morning, Tina. If I hold this up, is this the right way or the wrong way? Because I found a flip function in, I was chatting to Carolyn the other day and she actually pointed it out to me that there's a flip function. So I'm not sure. Okay, so that's the right way for you guys. Okay, that's awesome. It makes me feel a little bit weird, but because when I wave my hand, I'm opposite on my screen from what I can see. So, but when we flip the camera over to make our card, I'll have to see how that looks again because I'm not sure. We'll get to that bit when we get to it. So, but that's fantastic that I'm around the right way. Hooray! That's awesome. And my laptop's catching up with me and I can see comments on both. It's all working today, so that I'm super happy about. I don't normally make a lot of Valentine's Day cards. It's probably not, I mean, I don't even make a Valentine's Day card for my husband, so that's really sad of me. But today I am going to make a little bit of a, well, sort of a it's more of a technique card for you guys, but I thought I would do it as a Valentine's Day card. And then I'll decide whether to give it to my hubby. we've got a few days. When is it? The 14th? Next Tuesday is Valentine's Day. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use some brayering, the sponge brayering. So if you haven't played with them before, they are really fun, but you can do it with normal sponges as well. My giveaway for this video, I have another packet of the Fancy Frost. I've got to find where my... See this? It makes me feel a bit weird because even though my camera's on this side, I'm back to front, so I've actually got to hold it the opposite direction, which is really weird for me. So that is what we've got, another packet of Fancy Frost. Whoops, where's my camera? Is that to give away. So all you have to do is just chat with me. Now I've seized up on my laptop, so hopefully you guys haven't seized up. If somebody just wants to let me know whether you've seized up on yours or not, that would be really good. So bear with me 2 seconds. Here I am thinking that everything was going really well. Hello, Sandy. Okay, think I'm getting there. Okay, let us flip around and we'll see whether we can get this card happening, okay? So hopefully this will work. Okay, so I'm going to flip. And hopefully, oh, see, now we're... Okay, hang on a moment because now you are back to front, aren't you? So if I go here and go there, we're all good again now, aren't we? So I want to just zoom in there. Hopefully we are all good and facing the right way again. Awesome. Good morning, Kim. All right, I'm just going to swing back, or if I can, just going to swing back a little bit. So that I've got a bit, there we go. Now it's all happening. I hate it when you can't get things in the right way. Okay, now we're in the right way. Now we're rocking and rolling. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to get myself set up on my little laptop because I seem to be freezing a fair bit, but I can see the comments. So I'm just going to be jumping up and down. You know what? I think I'm actually going to stand up for this. I have, oh, now I've completely lost my, I completely lost my thing on my laptop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to stand up for most of this one. That way I can see what you guys are saying, and I can hover over it because my laptop's not playing. Okay, my giveaway, in case you missed it, I've got a packet of Fancy Frost sequins. All you have to do is chat with me, and I will draw a name out of all the comments, and I will send that to you, Australian residents only, please. Okay, so I am going to try, I haven't made this card before, this is in my head. I've seen one similar to it on Pinterest, not a Stampin' Up! One, but I really liked it and I thought, oh, give that a go. And it sort of incorporates a technique that I've done before. Actually, I'm not sure what technique they used. I'm going to use my technique, but I liked the layout of it, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be using Pink Pirouette, Flirty Flamingo and Real Red. So I'm hoping that my colours will blend together nicely because I haven't actually made this card as yet. I know, Kim, I love getting orders. It's always like Christmas. Okay, I'm just going to bring in a scrap of paper because I've got a nice piece of clean grid paper there and I want to have it last as long as possible. These are our sponge brayers. If you haven't had a play with them yet, they are pretty awesome. I'm not missing the rubber one at all. The sponge ones are really, really good. So you'll get 2 handles in your pack and you'll get 4 of these, and they just pop out and you can wash them and then you can pop another one in. So straight after you've done with your inking, you just pop another one in and off you go. So I'm going to start with my Pink Pirouette and get them out of the way. And all you have to do is just ink up, and it's probably not going to look like I've got a lot of ink going on this one. Good morning, Carolyn. Okay, and it starts off fairly lightly, but you just have to keep building that colour up, and it's probably light because it is a light ink. Okay, so you can start to see that deepen up a little bit, and I'm just going to work on that area. Oh, so how are we all coping with the heat? I think almost the whole of Australia is in heat at the moment. I'm lucky where we are. We get quite mild weather. We miss a lot of the nasty stuff that comes around. So that you guys, I think in Adelaide it's 42 today, and we're only supposed to have 29. So. Ah, friends, Carolyn. Yay! Oops. Oh, look what I did. See, you know, oh, how do I do that? How do I manage to get stuff? I was telling Carolyn last week that if I don't somehow stuff up something on my card, it's not me. It's not me. Oh, man. It happens every single week. I must be like ink cursed or something. So now I'm going to move into my flamingo colour now. And this one, see, this one's one of my old ink pads, and this one's the new firm foam type. So this one's probably picked up a lot more ink. So when you roll this one on, and I'm going to try and make sure that I haven't got stuff all over my fingers again, I'm going to start off the paper and then roll onto the paper, and yes, you can see that that's quite a darker colour, and it's almost a little bit more speckledy as well. But if you keep blending that, that will disappear. Okay, it might end up just being flamingo and red by the end of, you know what, actually I think that's what I'll do. That last colour was quite light, so I think I'll just do the 2 colours. Let me close that up so I don't get ink everywhere again. Good morning, Leah. So I'm just using Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just gonna, I like my colours really rich, so I'm gonna keep on going, and I'm standing to do this, so I can see where I am. I don't seem to be able to do this sitting down. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna swing around, and I've got some real red going on. Good morning, Leonie. And this is going to be really rich in colour as well. Okay, so I'm not going to, look, I've even got a chunk taken out of my, God, I'm hopeless. Okay, so lightly with this one. Oh, and my laptop doesn't want to play with me. Okay, so I'm going to go off lightly and then come on, and at least I can cover those splotches that I managed to put on there. And then I'm going to build that colour up again. As we can see. And I do believe that they're doing, we don't experience it here. I don't think the issue is so big here. But you guys in Adelaide, I don't know whether they're doing it in other states as well, but they're turning the power off on you to conserve energy. So that's not real good. Okay, so now I'm going to swing around because you can see that I've got that really defined line going on there, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to come in with some more Flirty Flamingo and just work over the top of that and sort of work backwards and forwards. And just keep going. And you can have this as light or as dark as you wish. Hey Laura. So you just keep on going. And I'm going to stop and say, this is my giveaway this week, so all you have to do is chat with me, share if you feel like sharing. You may, actually, don't share until I finish, just in case I stuff up again, because I might not want it shared everywhere. There's always that possibility. I had one video, and I was like, yay, share my video, and everybody shared, and I totally stuffed the card up, and it's like, oh, oops. Okay, so now I'm going to come back. I'm not going to ink up my red, but I'm just going to work that out a little bit there. Just so that I've got that nice ombre effect going on. But I want it a little bit deeper down here, so I'll just work that area for a while. So it does take time, but if you were wanting to make a handful of cards, I would do like a bigger piece, and then go and cut them all up afterwards, just to save a little bit of time. So I think my ombre is happening fairly well. It would have been nice to do the 3 colours, but I think that colour that I had chosen was just a tiny bit too light. But you can always work with the 2 anyway. So okay, so that's the colour down. Now these are great. What you can do, I'll do it after obviously, but you just pop these out of their handle, just pull on the edges and the little thingy pops out, and you're left with that. Take that piece out there, and then you can go and rinse that under water and get all the ink out, and then they dry pretty well too. So all you have to do then is just get some paper toweling or something just to dry it off, leave them out to dry for a little while, and then pop them away back in their box. So they are awesome. Okay, let's move on to our next bit of the card technique. I've got stuff going on everywhere here, as usual. Okay, I've got my ombre going on. Now I'm using the, and you know what, I'm not going to know the name of it. Hang on 2 seconds. It is the Falling Petals Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. And this is the first time I pulled it out of its packet. You know, I bought it on the pre-order, and it's the first time I'm using it. And what am I after now? A spritzer. So it's just one of the Stampin' Up! Spritzers, and it's just got water in it. So depending on which side you spray your water and which way you lay your card down on it, you're going to get a different look. So I want a speckling of hearts over it, so I'm actually going to put it on the back side of it. Okay, if I put it on the top, then it's going to take away, it's sort of like a faux bleaching technique, this one. So if I put it on this side, it's going to leave bold hearts, but I want to take away the hearts and sort of have them a little bit lighter. Good morning, Sam. So I'm going to do this off camera, just so that I don't get it everywhere, and I'm going to turn the opposite way to where my laptop is, because, you know, otherwise, knowing me, I will cover that in water. So I'm just going to give that a lightish spray. I don't know whether you can see the water on there or not. And then I think I've got, let me just get it all up. Yeah, that was close. He didn't spray where it was supposed to spray. Got to watch those nozzles. Right, now I'm going to put this laptop. I'm going to place this face down. Oh, midnight, Sam. Man, I am not a night owl. I fell asleep. Thanks to Carolyn, I have a little obsession with the Gilmore Girls now, and I have it on the laptop while my husband's watching his TV shows, and I even fell asleep last night watching them. So I've just put water on there, and I'm just holding it shut for a little while. Hey, Tracy. So what it is going to be doing... Oh, that's somebody at my house. Oh, somebody's here. Hang on 2 seconds. The postie's here. How awkward. Do I run? Do I run and answer the door? Or do I ignore the door? What do I do? What do I do, people? It's my doorbell. Hang on 2 seconds. Just bear with me. So back to where we were. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got that pressed down and the water is transferring. Oh my gosh. What? It always happens to me. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down. And the water is transferring. And then when I lift it up, I get a splattering of... Oh... Now I'm out of breath. What's in my box? It is probably customer gifts, I would say. Although it's only a little box, so it might be mine. I'll have to have a look in a minute. Oh, you know what it is? It's my new Celebration stuff. Okay, so this is, it's sort of like a faux bleaching, in which it's taken out some of the colour. Oh. I ran to the door. Okay, so next step is just to allow that to dry a little bit. I should have perhaps had a little bit more water down on that part. You can't really see that they're hearts. It's sort of just like a pattern, but we'll get the gist of it when we put the sentiment on. So I've got a card base here, which is opened up. It is actually 10.5 by 26. So folded, I'm naked. Don't run to the door. So when it's folded, it's 10.5 by 13. And this piece of panel here was 5 by 13. Okay, so all I'm going to do now, when I've got myself all nicely composed, is stick that on. See, the rest of it is a really quick card. And I've done some of it off camera as well, so as not to bore you all with tears. So we're just going to stick that on like so. Actually, oh no, that's okay. I was going to have it over a little bit more, but that's okay. Now, I've done the next part already off camera because I thought it would take quite a while. But from the Sunshine Wishes... what are they called? Framelits. Thinlits? Framelits. I have chosen the Love. So we're going to use that. And I've cut that out of black. And then as I was cutting out that, I was thinking, oh, black's not really a love colour, is it? I should have perhaps done red. But I wanted it to stand out. So... I'm glad I don't bore you. It's always entertaining when you come and watch my videos. You know that you're going to get something that either stuffs up or something goes wrong or someone comes home or the phone rings. So what I've done is I wanted it to stand out. So that's why I've continued on and doing it in black. So I've cut it out, and then what I did was I embossed it in clear. Now you'll probably see that there is glitter in that as well, and that's because somehow glitter always manages to get everywhere, and that includes my clear embossing powder. As much as I try to keep them separate, the glitter just wants to go in my clear embossing powder. So I have got speckles of glitter in my shiny black Love, so it'll stand out. And I've just popped tiny bits of dimensionals on the back. I know, glitter's a pain, it just gets everywhere. You know, it loves everything. So I've just popped in little bits of, and I gotta try and get them off. Oh, I need to calm down. I'm a little bit hyper this morning. Somebody would think that maybe I slipped coffee in my tea instead. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit, woo. Hi Lois. Okay, so then I'm just going to mount that on down the bottom here. This is going to be a very, very quick and simple clean and simple card. So I'm just going to stick that on there, love, like that. And then, because I have a tendency to hoard all these little things, and I never use them, because if I use them then I don't have them anymore. It's like with paper, once you've cut it. But, you know, it's good to get rid of things. Okay, what do I need now? I need something to pick them up with. Where are my scissors? Here we go. So I've got, oh, you know what, that's not going to work. Oh no, you still might, because I had the 3 colours to start with and I was going to put the 3 hearts on there, but that can still work. So I'm going to use the hearts because I don't like hearts. I'm not a heart person. So this will be a good way to use them up, won't it? So, and then I'm just going to pop them around the place just in a triangle fashion so that it's sort of like even but not. Do you know what I mean? Like that. And there is my very, very, very simple Valentine's Day card. If I decide to give it to him, they sort of don't really look like hearts now that I've done it. But that's okay, it's still a cool technique, and you can go and use that in a different card. You don't have to do hearts. We've got so many different awesome embossing folders that you can do that with anything. The dots look fantastic. I wonder if I actually did this technique. There's a video I've got on my blog when you subscribe to my newsletter and my blog posts. There's actually this technique. Thanks, Sam. I'm guaranteed to stuff up. So this technique is actually part of a mini video class that I've got going on my blog when you sign up for newsletters, and it sort of goes in a little bit more. We do some stamping over the top and highlighting and adding elements and all that sort of stuff. But in that one I show how using the 2 different sides of the embossing folder you get the 2 different styles of looks. I wonder if I can actually find those tags. Oops, now I'm tossing things out everywhere. Do you know what? I think I've got a collection of things that I've had from swaps, and these were my favouriteest ones. So excuse me. I keep a few things. So here, I'll bring it in, and you can have a look at some of the things that I've kept. And I think they're in here. Yep, here they are. So these are some of the tags. I think I actually got. I think Carolyn, if you're still watching, I remember giving you one. So this one here, if you look at that one, hang on, let me get rid of that. If you look at this tag here, and it's not a whole complete tag, it's just a portion of a tag. This one I did with the decorative dots. Do we still have that one? I think we do. I do anyway. I did the opposite, so it's taken the colour out of the background and left the dots as bold colours, whereas this one, hey Amanda, has left the colour and taken the hearts out. So that's a different, you know, if you use a different side. This one, instead of using an embossing folder, I actually wet a stamp and just let the stamp sit on your ink and, you know, let it sit for, I don't know, 10 seconds or something, and then pull it off, and it will take the colour of the stamp out, like the image of the stamp. And then this one, I can't remember what I did. Oh, it was, we had a texture, a manly texture type one in the background, and I did that. And then I also embossed clear over the top of it. It's funny, there's no glitter in that embossing. Look at that. It must have been a new powder thing. So that is, so these tags are actually the ones that I show in the mini tutorial. When you sign up for my blog post, you'll automatically get sent that, and go and have a look. I think there's 4 or 5 videos in the whole mini course. So they're the ones that we do using that basic technique for this card. Okay, I think I have waffled on enough and given you all your Thursday morning entertainment. Another quick reminder, I am giving away the Fancy Frost sequins. So to a random commenter, I have a little program that selects it randomly for me, so it's super easy. It's if you're looking to do the same, it's woobox.com is what I use to draw the names, so that's really simple. It's really cool. Okay, so Australia only though, please, because postage wise. So there's my card. I'll decide whether I love my husband enough to give him one. He never normally gets one. We're not really into that sort of thing. So that's it. Okay, I'm either going to go and have another coffee. Maybe I shouldn't have a coffee. Maybe I should just have tea or water. And then I've got a ton of cards to do. I've got my box to unpack. Yay! So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a go at it, because it is really fun. And don't forget, even though if you go back and watch because you've come in late, I've used the brayers, but you can totally sponge that colour on as well, and it will have the same effect. Those tags that I did were all sponged, not brayed on. Hey Nicole, I'm just about to go. Oh, good. I'm so happy that you've all enjoyed it. I'm definitely going, yep. I'm going to put the kettle on, I'm going to put the poly on, I'm going to have a cup of tea and chill out. So enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool, everyone. I know we're all sweltering at the moment. Well, most of you guys are sweltering. I've sort of got an easy 29 today, so it's not so bad. Enjoy your day, and I'm just waffling now, so bye! See ya! Oh yes, Sam, go to bed. It's after midnight there. Bye! It's like, you hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up. Freezing in Perth. That is awesome, Nicole. That means that cold weather is coming here. Actually, I think it's only supposed to be 23 on the weekend, so that's going to be really nice. Okay, going now. See you later.